Hello everybody, welcome back to Shay's Hobby Dog Bay. Good morning. So sorry. It is morning time. It's 10 something a.m. I just finished with my breakfast and taking all my medicine. And now I'm drinking my cup of coffee. Oh, it's hot. Anyway, I'm hurting a little bit this morning, so I'm not really feeling the best. I don't feel chipper. I don't feel like doing any kind of housework, dishes or nothing. Gracie's not here. I haven't heard. I don't know if I'm going to have her. As y'all know, y'all may not know. I don't even know if I've even told YouTube or not. I've told my family. Hubby don't have his store anymore that he had his swings and gliders and other wood things he builds in to sell. It wasn't doing good. He wasn't selling very much, and he couldn't afford to keep paying the rent on the building. So he had to give it up. He still has his big shop that he works in, and he's still going there every day working. He's still trying to build things, but he's not getting many orders. He's not selling a whole lot. We're not doing good. We're not making a whole lot. But anyway, that's another story. So therefore, Katie's not having to go to the store and work every day. Now, before they had the store, she was going to the shop and helping him with that machine and the computer, getting it all programmed in to cut out the stuff on the stuff. Well, I don't know, but for some reason she's not doing that now. She does sometimes, but it's not a thing she has to go and do every day, all day long. Not even every day for a little bit. Just every once in a while. So, it's not like she has a job to go to every day. So, Granny don't get Gracie every day. So, the Granny getting Gracie thing is either or when Granny wants Gracie or when Gracie wants Granny. That's how that works now. So, I had her yesterday, but I haven't heard anything about today, and that's another thing too. Sometimes I'll hear, sometimes I won't, and they'll just show up and walk in, and here she is, But, so I don't know if I'm going to see her today, later, or not. But I had her yesterday, and if y'all will remember my haul, sorry, I had a text or a notification come in. I had to get rid of it. I had gotten her the little round, so sorry. I had gotten her the little round poppy rag that you open up, put in water, and then it starts unfolding in the water, and you see it's a rag. It's called a magic towel, they call it. So, and I had also got her the little pink squishy toy from Dollar Tree the other day. Well, what I had done, alright, let me see if I can show y'all. Okay, see the little, let me see if I'm pointing at it right. That little white cart right there? Well, right there on top of it, I can't get my finger to go in the right place. Right there on top of it, there is a box sitting in there. And that's Gracie's box. The rest of the stuff on that card is Granny's. Gracie knows this, but that box is Gracie's. It has her lotion in it. It has her chapstick in it. It has a little bottle of what do they call that? It's that clear gel stuff you put on your hands and do wipe and it takes the germs off. That stuff, I can't remember now what they call it. She loves to put all that on her hands and do the chapstick and all that kind of stuff. And then her train bank is sitting in that box that she puts money in. And she goes there anytime she wants to and plays with that stuff and gets the lotion and puts it on, or the chapstick or whatever. Alright. So what I had done with the... Excuse me. I hate that my head is cut off a little bit. But anyway, I had laid the squishy thing, it was in that little clear box. I laid it in her box over there, and I had laid the little round poppy magic towel in there. And I had told myself that I was just going to just let her find it, But there is some days that she won't go to that box and do anything with the lotion and stuff. So I didn't want to take that chance of her not actually finding it that day. Yesterday's what I'm talking about. So after she got here, she came early. So she ate breakfast with Granny. We sat at the table and we ate breakfast and all that. When we got all that over with, sorry, I told her, I said, Gracie, guess what? And she said, what? And I made my face look real, I let my eyes get big, and I made my face get real excited looking, and I said, Gracie, guess what? And boy, she got all excited. She got a big old grin on her face, and she said, what? And I said, Granny's got a surprise for you. And she said, oh, a surprise? And she starts looking around. And I told her, I said, yes. I said, it's hid though. You got to find it. So I give her a minute, and she goes all around. She goes over there, and she goes to her toys, and she's looking all over. So finally I told her, I said, come here, and I'll give you a hint. So she come here, and Albert happened to have his shoes sitting on the floor right in front of that little cart. And I hadn't took them to the bedroom yet. So I told him, I said, Pawpaw's shoes is in your way. And so she didn't quite know what I meant. So I told her, I said, do you see Pawpaw's shoes anywhere? And she looked around and she's seen his shoes. And I said, okay, they're in your way of getting to your surprise. So I told her, I said, you need to move Pawpaw's shoes. So she picked them up and she took them to the bedroom and set them in there. She came back and went straight to her cart. So she knew what I meant by that time on that. So she's seen them and she picked them up and come over here. So then I had to get a bowl of water and I opened up the towel and we put that in it, and she did that. She had fun and enjoyed it. She took the towel home with her when she ended up going home, but the squishy toy she left over there. She loves Poppy. So that was fun to do. But I have another little story with her that I want to tell y'all. Now, this was way the other day. I don't even remember what day it was, but probably last week sometime. It wasn't too long after I was just starting to get up and recovering from my kidney infection sickness that kept me in the bed. So I had her one day, and I was up, and actually, now you watch, he's gonna come in and interrupt my story. Anyway, okay, my family, meaning my husband and my girls, they like to get the cheapest of whatever, of everything they get, okay? Save money. That's well and fine. But when it comes to peanut butter, I don't like any kind of peanut butter but Peter Pan creamy. And that is my granny's fault. She loved it, and she's the one that got me hooked on it. And I can't stand to eat any other. I'm not saying I don't. I do. But I can't stand to eat any other kind because I know what the Peter Pan creamy peanut butter tastes like, and it tastes as much creamier, much smoother, much moister, much sweeter. Oh my goodness, it does. Okay, so when I can and when they'll let me, I get Peter Pan creamy, but they mostly all the time get the other. So we had some of the other kind here. And Gracie, she loves peanut butter, okay? So every time she comes, she does it at her house too. But she'll want some peanut butter. I'll get her a spoon and I'll get a big blop on it. And she'll just eat it off the front spoon. And sometimes she'll do 2 or 3 spoons back to back. But not long after my kidney infection sickness and I got up, I had noticed in the pantry that there was some Peter Pan creamy peanut butter. And that was a shocker. Right there. And we had a jar of the other kind. That never happens. So, you know, I don't know what possessed him, my husband, but somehow or another, for some reason or another, he wanted to be awfully sweet and loving to me and get me the Peter Pan creamy peanut butter all of a sudden. I thanked him for it. So anyway, I thought to myself, aha, I'm going to do something. And this was, when I first noticed the Peter Pan peanut butter in the pantry. I didn't have Gracie at that time. And I said, I am going to do something. And I said, the next time Gracie's here, I'm going to have her do a taste test. So, sure enough, when she came, I told her, I said, Gracie, Granny wants you to do something. I got something for you to do. And, I acted all excited about it again. And she gets all excited when I get excited. So I took her to the kitchen and I set her up on the stool. And I took both jars of peanut butter and set it on the counter in front of her. And I said, excuse me, hang on. Excuse me, I'm burping. Sorry, y'all. So, always something. So I asked her, I said, what is this? And she goes, peanut butter. It's however she says it, and she got all excited about it. I said, yes, you're right. I said, there's 2 jars of peanut butter. But then I showed them to her. I said, but now see how this one looks and see how this one looks. They're different kinds of peanut butter. And I did not say that Peter Pan was my favorite. I didn't touch it and say this is Granny's favorite or anything like that. I did not want to persuade her. So, I got 2 spoons and I opened them and I took one and got the cheap peanut butter on it and I handed it to her. I took the other one and I put the Peter Pan creamy on it and handed it to her. And I told her, I said, now, Granny wants you to taste both of these. So she did. She tasted the cheap one first. I told her, I said, okay, you sit there for a minute, eat that good, get it all swallowed down out of your mouth. She did. Then I said, now taste the other one. And she tasted it. And I said, swallow it and get rid of it all real good. And she did. Then I asked her, I said, now, which one of those do you like the best? She sat there for a minute, and I could tell she was thinking. And then all of a sudden, her hand reached out towards the cheap peanut butter, and she pushed. And then she handed me that spoon that had the cheap peanut butter on it, and she sat there and she ate the Peter Pan creamy, and she went, like that, as she was eating. That tickled my heart to pieces. She's like Granny, and Granny's Granny. She loves that Peter Pan creamy peanut butter. She knows what's the best. I didn't persuade her at all. And she chose Peter Pan peanut butter. I loved it. Then I told her, I said, did you know that this is Granny's favorite kind of peanut butter too? She said, mm-hmm. I love that youngin' to pieces. Oh my word, oh my word, oh my word. I told Albert and Elizabeth about it, but I want to tell her mama, Katie, but I keep forgetting every time she comes back in to get Gracie, or when she comes again to bring her. I don't think about it to tell her. I keep forgetting. But I had sure wanted to tell y'all the story too about it. Oh my goodness, her's a mess. And for those, my new subbies that don't know, Gracie is my 3-year-old granddaughter. Oh my goodness, her's a mess. I loves her to death. Yes, I do. Alright, guys. I think I'm just going to try to relax today. Like I said, I'm hurting. So I don't feel like standing up and doing dishes and doing around and making the bed and emptying trash. I know I need to. And in a way, I want to, because I want to keep going. I want to keep moving. And I want to feel good. And I want to get it done, you know. But I'm hurting. And I don't want to move when I'm hurting, because it just seems like it hurts more. So I'm going to sit here and rest, and I'm going to watch videos, and I'm probably going to crochet a little bit, and then maybe even work on the monkey some, you know, my crafting projects. Try to get them finished. Alright, guys. So I'm going to leave y'all alone, and that's all I have for you for right now. So I am out of here until next time I'm done. I'm going to toodaloo.